Hello, I'm Ted Bejas from Tech Rep Marketing. Welcome to Sweetwater GearFest 2021 online. My company, Tech Rep Marketing, has been representing Arturia at Sweetwater for over 10 years. Arturia is a French company based in Grenoble at the foot of the French Alps. For 20 years, Arturia has been cranking out some of the most innovative software and hardware products in our industry. Today, we are talking about the AudioFuse Rev2. It is the entry-level product of the AudioFuse line. The AudioFuse is a very different type of interface. It's clear the designer nerds at Arturia spent a ton of time thinking about how to bring a professional studio workflow into something that fits easily in a laptop bag. The really cool thing is that they did this without compromising quality. So when we talk about a professional studio workflow, we need to think about the things we find in a traditional studio. First, we have the console that has high quality, low noise input channels that are optimized for a wide variety of signals and connections. We have a master section for controlling our main mix and outputting to our monitors. We have a monitor section that handles mixes for our talent on the headphones. Lastly, we have an outboard effects rack for insert or bus processing. With this in mind, it's easy to understand the design of the AudioFuse. The AudioFuse brings each of these elements together in a small and elegant package. The interface itself is only around 5 by 5 inches, yet packs 14 channels of I/O. The top surface has all the preamp and monitor controls. The AudioFuse features Arturia's acclaimed custom discrete Pro preamplifiers. These were designed from the ground up to give you the same performance found on large format mixing desks. Their fully discrete circuit path boosts some pretty impressive specs. They feature 131 dB of signal to noise, 119 dB of dynamic range, and 72 dB of gain. This means you can record low gain sources without having to crank up the preamp. They also feature separate optimized signal paths for mic, line, and instrument inputs. Arturia even includes individual noise and frequency test plots for each individual interface. The input path has dedicated controls for 48 volt, phase invert, pad, and input switching. The buttons are all backlit to show status. Also on the top surface are the monitor controls. The AudioFuse has a big master level control for its monitor outputs, a large meter showing the currently selected output. There's a source select for AudioFuse's 3 internal mix buses. There's also switching for 2 sets of control room monitors. There are also dedicated controls for dimming, muting, and mono summing. In addition to the main monitor controls, there are also the same controls for each of its 2 headphone outputs. One nice addition is that the headphone jacks have both 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch connections. Another really nice touch is that the second headphone out can be set to instrument level to be used for reamping. Lastly, on the top panel, there's a button that launches the AudioFuse Control Center software. This software controls the settings and the mixer functions of the AudioFuse. The back panel has all of the other connectivity. There are 2 more line level inputs and phono inputs. There's additional connectivity for 8 channels of ADAT I/O and 2 channels of SP-Diff. For maximum compatibility, Arturia chose USB as its connection type. It has reliable high-speed drivers for both Mac and PC platforms for low latency performance. You can also use its internal mixer for latency-free monitoring. There is an integrated USB hub with 3 ports for your other devices. There are also dedicated MIDI outputs on 1/8 inch Eurorack standard jacks, and don't worry, the adapters come with it. The last area where the AudioFuse stands out is its industrial design and build quality. The AudioFuse is made from cast aluminum. All of its controls and knobs have a really nice premium feel to them. The buttons have a proper click to them, and almost everything has a status monitor. Clearly no corners were cut in its design. It even comes with a metal dust cover that can act as a stand. Lastly, the AudioFuse comes with Arturia's acclaimed Creative Suite software. The Creative Suite features circuit-emulated plugins of legendary console control strips and signal processors. In addition, it includes Analog Lab, featuring some of the most sought-after instruments and sounds from the V collection. If you are looking for a high-quality, truly professional interface, the AudioFuse Rev2 is truly hard to beat. If you want to put one of these on your desk, contact your Sweetwater sales engineer. Thanks for attending Sweetwater Virtual GearFest 2021. I'm Ted Bejas.